right, well, we're going to make a video here, and this is one of our latest purchases. And yes, here comes the ambulance, or sounds like an ambulance. We bought an Lectric XP bicycle. You've seen zillions of videos on this, but I learned something from everyone I watch, and figured might as well throw mine into the mix. I purchased this in let's see, in June, middle of June. Got it early July. Because it's white and because it's not the step through, I think my order went up in priority, and that's why I got it so quick. I didn't wait more than 3 weeks, and most people are waiting 4 to 5 weeks. So far, I've had it for 2 weeks now. So far, I like it. I really do. Now, a few things I want to touch upon. I'm a very tall person. I'm 6'6". So right away, I was concerned on if I could actually ride this bike, even semi-comfortable. And I will have to say, you can see the extensions of the seat post and the handlebar post. It's pretty comfortable. In fact, I just rode it down here, and it's been a couple of miles. I didn't even turn on the motor. I'm just pedaling by itself. The bike is pretty well all aluminum, with the exception of the front fork, the front and rear fender, the rack, and the chain ring for the crank. That is all metal, steel. Oh, and the kickstand. But pretty well everything else is aluminum. Fit and finish is pretty good. The bike came unscratched, undented, undinged, unlike another brand that we purchased from another company. And I'm still 3.5 months later waiting for my refund. I won't mention that brand, but they're having serious issues with customer service, non-existent or very little. I was able to ride that other bike. It had a 750 watt motor versus this 500 watt motor. On level ground, honestly, no difference. Very little difference to no difference. As far as going up a hill, and I live in a very hilly area, you can notice it a little bit. I haven't had the bike long enough to give you a range. I know it takes 3 or 4 or 5 charges of the bike battery to come with a range. So I will follow up with that. I like the comfort of the bike, both as an e-bike and just a regular bicycle. It's heavy. It's about 63, 65 pounds. Between the seat post and the frame, you can see that little brace. Well, it's also an excellent handle. You can pick it up and carry it around quite easily. It has Shimano gear set and a Shimano derailleur. It is a folding bike. We bought that so we could take it with our RV. The rear tail light only turns on. It's not a brake light, nor is it a flashing. The headlight, while it is a headlight, it's not very powerful. I rode it the other night, and I had a lot better luck just wearing a headlight, one of those that fit on your band of your head, on a band that you wear around your head. That sounds better. And it worked much, much better. And that's what I'm going to do when I ride this at night. I will get some flashy something to attach to a bag that'll be on the rack. As far as the tires, they're a little noisy, but they're a little aggressive tread. I did slime both the front and the rear. I put some slime in it. And so far, in about, I've got about 30 miles on the bike, I haven't had a problem. I will be updating this bike, and also my wife has purchased a step through. We actually changed the order. So she'll have a step through, so we'll have another specimen to keep track of. Things to change or things to add. The seat could be better. I'm not going to lie. So far, I'd give it probably a 6 out of 10. It will be changed. Suspension versus no suspension. The bike we got previous that we sent back had front suspension. It was a little bit more comfortable, but not enough to justify the difference in price. Even with our $200 discount, it was still a $1,300 bike. This is a $900 bike. And honestly, it wasn't that great. I purchased this bell. It's $6.95 on Amazon. It's going back. It's as you can tell, it's pretty hard when you're riding down the road. It's pretty hard to operate, and it's not very loud. Like if I go down 100 feet and ring it, I could barely hear it, and I'm not that deaf yet. Handlebar is okay. The display is awesome. I still have the covering on the display. I'm going to find some type of covering, screen protector I can put on it to prevent it from being scratched. As far as brakes, very good. They're very effective. So all in all, I like the bike. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. And there will be more adventures concerning this bike down the road. Charging time, I should add that. The charging time is about 4 hours so far, the 2 times I've charged it. I'm not letting it go all the way down to bottom. I let it went down to 2 bars. Charged it initially, and then I let it go down 2 bars. And charged it back up. It was about 4 hours, a little bit under 4 hours. But with that, I think I will go ahead and end this. If you have any questions, please ask. But so far, I really like it. Everything works as it should. No adjustments were needed. I did have to air the tires, but I had to let out all the air in the tires to put the slime. Haven't had a flat or anything like that. Oh, one other thing I will say. My feet are pretty big. Being so tall, I do have pretty big feet. And if you look right ahead of the kickstand brace, you can see where my rear of my heel is hitting the frame when I pedal. It's not bad, but it is something I need to note. But other than that, if you have any questions, comments, I appreciate you putting them there, and I'll definitely follow up. And just another aspect of this channel, it's going to be a smorgasbord of stuff. So it's not going to be any focus of anything, just everyday life, and I should say everyday my life. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Be safe. See ya.